Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. How's everybody doing today? Or whatever time it is. A video, got audio. All right. Ooh, that's a cold one. I like to put them in the freezer like about a half hour before the show. All right. Full house, huh? This American holiday. Happy birthday, America. Oh. Ben, good to see ya. Flint. Laramie, good to see ya. Joe. Shambat. Is it Shanbot? Shambat? Or just kidding. Ted, good to see ya. Wayne. Todd. Todd's working on a project. I figured I'd put him on the spot. I've been involved a little bit. I won't divulge all the details, but this is just to put a little pressure on Todd to put it out because I think it's a great project. So I'm looking forward to it. And as soon as he drops it, I will let people know. And if it doesn't come to fruition, it's all right. It happens. But I'm hoping it does. That's why I'm doing this. Evening, Blake. Good to see ya. Orcus Dorcas. Well, everybody, I'd like to welcome Orcus Dorcas here. He's shown up on time today. Thank you for gracing us with your presence, Mr. Dorcas. Roger, good to see you. Gabe even chiming in. Good morning. Aaron, good to see you. I hope hey, Americans, I just want to count. Hold them up. Got all of them? Yeah. Victor, good to see you. Reading Aid, good to see you. Brandon, good to see you. Thanks for supporting. Last donut, I promise. We'll get this thing going. Everything a grown boy needs. A little Hostess donuts, a little vanilla Coke in the morning. You know. When I was a kid, my parents would ask me what I wanted to be when I grew up, and I said, diabetic. Hey-o. Hey, Gaverna, wie geht's? Es geht's. That's good. Oh boy, Wayne coming in with the doom. That's right. This thing isn't fueled by just getting good sleep and having good habits. Tyler, good morning. Nice house. Good house today. So for those of you not in the know, which I don't understand at all, it would be mind-boggling, but in case you're living under a complete rock or a different country, and even then, if you're in a different country, you should know. Yesterday was, or day before, was America's birthday on Thursday, July 4th. We're streaming this on the 6th. So, tis the season of fireworks and loud, obnoxious, grill outs and things of that nature here in the U.S. And, if you're unable to partake here within the confines of our beautiful country, take some time to go out and, fire off a firecracker where you are. Unless you have dogs. Don't do it if you have dogs. Ryan, good to see you. Hey, and even if you're English, right? It's okay. Let's bury that, okay? Let's put that behind us. Dog trauma day, more like, for sure. Flint, good to see you. I think I probably did. No, I didn't mention you earlier. Okay, I think whatever. All right, question of the jour, if you will. Got a few things to cover today. I got to get going. We got to get this thing going, okay? This one's brought to you by no other than Blake Ryan again. I made a little tweak to this one though, Blake. A little tweak. So I think originally Blake's question of the day happened to be like, hey, your favorite game publisher is putting an item in the game named after you. Actually, yeah. What is the name and item? So I did like name, item, and what does it do? I think he said weapon, actually. What is the weapon and what does it do? So I'm like item. It could be any item. So you had a favorite role-playing game. And the publisher of that favorite role-playing game says, hey, we want to put in a new item. We want you to come up with it. Don't need to stat this out, people, okay? So what would be the item? It's probably named after you, okay? Because otherwise, then we're getting into like too many parameters. What is the game, the item, and like what does it do? If there's anything special, like if you say, hey, it's an item and it's an axe, well, we all know what an axe does. But if it does something special, could be anything. Could be weapon, could be magic item, could be, if it's a modern game, it could be just a normal item that's special. So I'm interested to know. Did I check for spelling? No. Oh, interesting. True fact, a good percentage of Dalmatians are deaf. That's why they were fire dogs in all those Rockwell pictures. Is that why they have blue eyes? I know Huskies have blue eyes, but they're not deaf. But I think in cats, if they have blue eyes, they're deaf. Oh, creating stuff for RPGs. Can't relate. Give me a break. Todd. Give me a break, Todd. Oh, Mrs. Lubner. Oh, man. Time to bust out my guns. Laramie says, Laramie's Healing Stout. That's a good one. I could imagine what that might do. Gabe says, Gabe's Rune Stave. Stav? Can we get a ruling on that pronunciation? Translates any text. I like it. That's a good one. That's one of those items where somebody gets and they're like, very helpful though. Especially if you got knuckleheads who like dumps that intelligence and then they can't read anything. Or I think it should be that way, but I don't know. Ryan West says Max Weinberg's drumstick for modern. Focus for a modern sorcerer. Not Max Weinberg of the Weinberg band. Max Weinberg. For those of you who do not know Max Weinberg, he was the drummer for the E Street Band and also the house band leader for Conan O'Brien's band on when he was on TV for a little while. Eileen, good morning. Weapons that don't take in magical properties until you roll a critical attack, and its bonus ability is based on the situation in which you rolled that crit. It's a good one, I think, whatever it might be. Morning, William. I think mine would be something like this might be a tough one. It's a lot to pack. Oh, here we go. I could leave it up to Kevin. Morning, by the way, it's Kevin. Saltheart says the feathers of Kevin. two quills, twins, writing with one has the other ghost write the same things. Can sense darkness once per level. Writes in blood. For against the Dark Master. I like it. I like it. Get write these down. See, now this today is for me to populate my next RPG book with items. So thank you very much for contributing. And of course, no, I will not give you credit. And I will delete this part of the video so nobody knows. So there you go. No, just kidding. Flint's Mobile Forge. It's like a mobile dog grooming business. We'll come to you. You need that new axe head? You need that sword? Well, don't come on down to the blacksmith where it could take miles and days to get to. We'll come to you. Here at Flimp's Mobile Forge. Shambot Star Wars. Item, the Shambot not protocol droid. Helps in shady situations. That's a good one. Protocols out the window. Tyler. Is it Hudak? Hudak? Oh, man. Hudak? Sorry, Tyler. Hudak Heavenly Ice. Automatically make hacking checks one level more difficult. Cyberpunk or Shadowrun. Very good. You guys are coming up with them. I like them. Blake's RPG Zone. You're in the zone. You're in Blake's RPG Zone. Dragonbane. Codpiece of Blake. Detects shapeshifters. Just because. Okay. All right. I like it. Orcus Dorcas DCC. Orcus Dorcas's inefficient dagger of unboxing. -1. Dude, you gotta let that stuff go, man. On a crit fail, slice the radial artery and bleed all over your expensive Kickstarter fulfillment. Did you do that recently? Did you do that, man, in a video? If you didn't, I mean, hey, I'm thinking viral. Ryan West, Fantasy, bag of food. You could pull 2 random meals a day from this greasy bag. Dude, I would make it like the fast food bag of eating. You can pull out items from the bag, but they all have to be, they're all supersized. And your constitution goes down. Your strength goes up. Your constitution goes down. Each time. Unlimited food. Brandon says, Brandon's box of item generation creates 1 item 1 pound per hour. So for whatever, so the heavier it is, it takes that much time. Takes that much more time. Got it. Okay, all right. Wayne Peacock, he's got one he's going to call Laramie's Rune Salve. Causes any tattoo spread upon to speak the meaning assigned by its wearer. Laramie's Rune product turns any mohawk into a weapon. Plus 1d6 to headbutts. All right, there we go. There we go. Tad says, your new mothership device, TAD, TAD, terrifying alien detector. +1 to alien detection. That's nice. Or whatever, right? Caverna says, Ferox's Claws. Play as Wolverine in Forbidden Lands while the Rust Brothers hunt you down. I like it. I like it. Rust Brothers bad news, guys, in the Forbidden Lands default setting. All of them must be wiped away. Oh, Wayne has a tweak to Tad's. Tad, far more useful than the failed version 1, the ticklish alien detector. Okay, all right. Already got some modders out there. I would say something like Sean's talking sort of gibberish. once a day, it starts talking about random subject matter with different, messing up vocabulary, stream of thought, making parts of it are coherent. 1d4 parts, 1d4 elements of the gibberish is understood. Cannot be silenced. Talks about its cats. That's right. That's right. Distracts foes for a round. Yeah. Thanks for helping, guys. I could use all the help with some of these. This is how important, like, masterminds are, right? Like, you get an idea and more people pile on to it, and it just becomes that much better. If you roll a crit with Sean's sword, you start talking about your pets. Yeah. Sean's faithful companion, Augie, will climb and claw at your leg and be a distractor for when anybody talks or when anybody's in the room talking. Sean's announcer sword, +1/+3 against rules lawyers. It constantly gives a play-by-play of the fight. Oh, and you have to roleplay it like Howard Cosell. Okay, all right. For folks that don't know who Howard Cosell is, go Google it, turn on to the video, and then watch one of the videos with Howard Cosell in it. Okay, Todd's going crazy here. I would design a collection of wands that look like sex toys. Because honestly, it's not much of a stretch. Oh boy. Now you're playing a different role-playing game. All good stuff. All good stuff. All right. Thanks for everybody for participating. Oh God, it's still going. Sean's Gamer Police Badge. Once per game may tell someone you're playing wrong and change the result of a die. I like it. I like it. Sean, Tensor's unending can of Primo aerosol hair product. It should be, okay, it's to add to that. Primo aerosol hair product, spraying it upon the wearer creates +2 AC. Hey, Jeff, morning, buddy. Jeff says, +5 plate mail of St. Jeffrey, -5 dex and -5 diplomacy while in China shops containing delicate wares or sensitive patrons. Too funny. China shops, small CS, right? Not Chinese shops, China shops that have, like, fragile China, right? I think that's what Jeff's talking about. All right, yeah, that's a good one. Don't forget to push that button, folks, and subscribe. That would be the magic thimble. The magic thimble of subscribing and liking. +1 on like checks. Thanks, everybody, for doing that. I appreciate it. Can also be used as a flamethrower. For sure. For sure, dude. Laramie could use it. Laramie's got a mohawk. You think my hair is out of control. Laramie's is epic. I don't know how he does it. I've seen, what's his name? Scam School. He was a host on Scam School. Can't remember his name. And he would have a mohawk and, like, really high. And I thought the way he did it, I don't know, maybe you do this, Laramie. You have to like lay on your side and comb it out like onto a table, and then you spray it. And then you stand up and it stands straight up. We're talking beauty secrets on RPG Sean this week. Thanks for joining. Eileen's Leash of German Shepherd summoning. Oh boy, that's one. I could see that. That exists in real life. Yes, as Jeff's clarifying, as an expensive, delicate dishware. Yes. Sean's invincible railroad plot runs over anyone running off on their own. Brian Brushwood, that's the one. Yep. Thanks, Roger. Brian Brushwood or Schwood. I think he went by on Twitter or X or whatever. Mine is Lazy Mohawk. Sean's, why is this does not have to be about me now, guys. Sean's wand of never-ending vanilla Coke, 10d12 healing. Comes with your own syringe of insulin. Hairspray with a blow dryer. Oh, you shouldn't have divulged a secret, man. Kept it a mystery. Wayne, Coca Vanilla. This draft summons forth a host of nerds. Advantage on all game theory trivia rolls for 2 hours. Cons, highly addictive. Make all OBS and language rolls at disadvantage. Wayne, obviously a game designer, publisher, taking it to the 11th level. Eileen says, summons 1d12 German Shepherds per hour. You have my attention. Talking about the Eileen's Leash of German Shepherd summoning. All right, we got to go. Thank you for participating. I really appreciate it, guys. All right. Let's do, I want to get this going, moving. Lost my train of thought. What's new? Put that in that magic item. We'll start off with this. Bundles. I'm going to do bundles now, I think. Figured we just put one out there if there's a good one. We do anyway, but it's a weird place to put it. Do you put it in crowdfunding? You know, where do you put it? And I am having a hard time opening. There we go. Figured I'd throw this one out there this week. We didn't do it last week. Somebody mentioned it in the chat. There's 4 days left. 4 days left on this one. This is Dyson's Delves. If you don't know who Dyson is, what are you doing? If you're in fantasy gaming and you need maps, you got to Google Dyson, go to his Patreon or his website. He puts up almost all of them for free. And different like DPI, grid, non-grid, puts it on parchment or just white and black. So all these, I think he says in the bundle, you can get them all for free online, but this, he packages them up nice. And he also has a drive-through account. I don't know if it's pay what you want. Some of them I think are like set prices, but essentially he's just consolidating all of them and putting them in products. That's what this bundle is. So it's really invaluable if you want some decent maps. Just does some really top-notch stuff. So go over there and check that out. And whoever said it last week, I think it might have been Kevin, if I'm not mistaken, the whole salt heart of Saltlandia, might have dropped it in the chat, and I forgot to bring it up. So that's one I wanted to put out there. Is he? Oh, I didn't know he was from Ottawa. It's amazing how many of us there are around here. Yeah. So go check that out. Let's see what else. I think that's it for bundles. There's every week there's tons of bundles. There's bundles on drive-thru. There's bundles on itch. We're not going to be able to cover all the bundles, but I don't know. I guess I'm partial to some, so I'll put out some of the ones that I have an appreciation for, if you will. Orbital Blues, we did that last week, I think, right, Roger? We did that last week. Orbital Blues bundle. It might also be his commercial license bundle. That's true. So some of his maps allow you to use them commercially, and some I don't think. But I think there's some in this bundle that I think are commercial, that he's fine. And Roger confirms, yes, we did do Orbital Blues. let's go to RPG news. I get it. Let's see. RPG news. All right. So the first one, I don't know if you guys got the email. I have not gotten an email. So I don't know what's going on. Anyways, this Roll20, an online tabletop role-playing game platform, just in case you didn't know, discloses data breach. So this, I mean, I could have put EN World on here. I could have contributed to Rascal or, you know, an RPG site, but this made TechCrunch. So yeah. So, you know, there you go. The popular online tabletop role-playing game platform Roll20 announced on Wednesday that it had suffered a breach, which exposed some users' personal information. I had lunch with a client yesterday on my day off because that's how I roll. I do anything for my clients, almost everything. But anyways, we were talking about breaches a little bit, and it's kind of becoming like, you know, what are you going to do? It's just another thing, right? So it's published on their official website, which I will link to so you can see their press release. It said that on June 29th, it had detected that a bad actor gained access to an account on the company's administrative website for an hour, after which the company blocked all unauthorized access and ended the network breach. Which is interesting that they mentioned an hour. That's... oof. So they must have some decent records to be able to determine, like, an hour. Sometimes you don't know how long they have access. The bad actor modified one user account. Interesting. And we promptly reversed those modifications. During this time, the bad actor was able to access and view all user accounts, the company wrote. They may have been able to view users' personal information, including full name, email address, last known IP address, and the last 4 digits of their credit card. The user had stored a payment method on your account. The company added that the hacker did not have access to passwords or full payment information like home addresses and full credit card numbers. Because if they're doing it right, they either are not storing themselves the credit card or it's masked. Still, masked or hashed. So, yeah, sounds like, I mean, and it's Roll20. So Roll20 said it's notifying users of the breach. Several users shared screenshots of the email notification on social media. TechCrunch reporter also received the same notification. Our Roll20 spokesperson, Jamie Boucher, did not respond to a series of questions from TechCrunch, including how many users in total were affected, how many users had their last 4 digits of their credit card stolen, how the hacker gained access to the administrative account. You know, I wonder if, like, every 6 months I should just call my credit card company and ask for a new card. I got to say, my Apple card somehow got circumvented, or compromised. The interesting thing about that card is you could change the CVC code dynamically from an app. Just renew, right? Like change it. Some of you might say, well, Sean, that's kind of a pain in the ass. What happens if you have an online payment that you want to recur and then that CVC code changes, then you got to go in there and change it every time it renews? You actually don't. Once it's been submitted and processed, it's good. So anyways, there you go. Something to be aware of. Next up, Star Trek Adventures. The new 2nd edition is up for pre-order now from Modiphius, and they have a dedicated website. I don't know if have they always had a dedicated website? I don't know. Dedicated domain. This is StarTrekRPG.com. I think they have. It's pretty nice website, I thought. Get the quick start, which we mentioned before. I don't know if they put out a date for the release. August? Is it August? I don't know. Do you know, Gabe? But it's a available for pre-order. There you go on that. Next, this is something I wanted to bring up. D&D, I have mixed feelings about the Ds and Ds, but I thought, every once in a while, even with modern D&D, there's something that comes up. I thought, kind of strikes, just kind of hits me a little bit, not good or bad. Gabe says the dedicated domain is new. Sweet. Pre-order has been available for a while and no official release yet. Okay, good to know. Thanks, Gabe. We asked Gabe because Gabe's on top of that. He likes Star Trek, the game. I do too. But I'm not as plugged in on the development cycle for that one. Anyways, back to this one. D&D. There will be no more Hydro 74 alternate D&D covers. Some of you will be like, "No, who cares, Shane? I don't really. It doesn't matter. Like it's I've moved on." But some of those covers are pretty cool, and some of us might have purchased one or two. And I thought some of them were really cool. And he's been doing it for the last 10 years on some of these alternate covers. So Watsy said, "Hey, the last one you're doing is the Vecna book." Vecna Eve of Ruin, and we're done. So I thought we'd just shout out to Hydro 74 for all the work that he's done on some of the books that have been put out there for the last 10 years. And if you're not familiar, once you see these, you'll probably recognize his art style. And some of you might say, "Well, it's just not my jam. It's not my art. That's not, I really don't care for those alternate covers." And that's fine. It's fine. You don't have to like them. Just saying. You should though. But here are some of the ones that he had done. Strixhaven, Monster Manual. I mean, the core books are pretty cool. DMG, Descent in Avernus, Art and Arcana, which I don't believe is an actual WotC product, right? Volo's Guide, one of the first ones. That one's expensive, man. Got one of those, hold on to it. Might be able to pay for like a couple textbooks for your kid at college. Xanathar's Guide. Icewind Dale. Kind of like that one. And then there's a few that aren't on here and listed, but so there you go. End of an era, if you will, as things move on. Jeff says, "That's too bad because I thought some of those alternative covers were cool." Yeah, same here, buddy. I did sell all mine. I don't think I own a single alternative cover now. I think I sold them all. Except for Art and Arcana. I still have that book. The last one should have been in the hand of Vecna giving the bird. As a comic collector, I kind of dig these covers. It's interesting to see if you go on eBay and you find these alternate covers and you like catalog all of them, what the dollar amounts are now. Like Volo's Guide's off the charts. I thought there were two different versions of Volo's Guide too. There's like the matte black version, and then I think there was one with silver. So I think that one had like two alternate covers. Yeah, they do look great on shirts for sure. So there you go. Last one on the news is that the 2024 Ennie nominees list is been published. If you're not familiar with the Ennies, it's an award thing that goes on at the Gen Cons in August. I have these categories. I want to go through them if I have time. So I might come to this if we have time. If not, we'll cover them next week. But I want to go through all the categories and get your guys' take on those. All right. So if you haven't, and I should probably put some of these links in the chat. Sorry, guys. Ryan usually reminds me. So yeah, sorry about that. Do. So for all the streamers and podcasters that are here, publishers alike that did not make the Ennies, hey, there's always next year. And the year after that. And the year after that. Hey, who's morning? Hey, morning, Buttercup. All right, so that's RPG news. Let's go to... Should we go to print news? Print news! Might as well start off with Free League. I haven't talked about Free League in a while. I got my Twilight 2000 black... It is the Black Madonna. The Black Madonna and Hostile Waters yesterday. So podcasts did not get the shaft from the Ennies, but they call it the streaming category. So you can be in the streaming category and not stream. Anyways. Am I still going? Am I still live? I'm frozen on my screen. Anyways. Yeah, I think my video, I could hear audio. Mine locked up too, I think. What's going on my end? We can hear you, but you can't see me. What is up with that? OBS, yeah. Mine, it's frozen on my end too. Let me see if I can freeze it up. Nope. Oh, this frickin' thing. Let me see if I can. Why is that enabled? I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can get this back online. Oh my goodness. I'm afraid to drop and restart it. I don't know if I can restart the stream. Anybody know? Without like screwing it all up? Oh man. Why do them stupid reactions come up? I have no idea. It's not, I don't know if it's going to unlock. It's fantastic, isn't it? No, I know, Todd, but I don't know why it's enabled. I usually disable that thing, so I don't know if I just reinstalled something and never disabled it. God damn it. I don't know why you need a screenshot. That's not going anywhere. Can I still switch to the links? What do you mean to the links? Always defaults back to active during updates, I've noticed. Oh, interesting. I did not know that. Great. Now you've got talking head. I could switch to, switching to, sharing, you mean? I mean, like this? I can do it. Yeah. I suppose I can keep talking. You just won't see me react. I wonder if I can camera hub. I wonder if it's my camera hub. Let me see if I can restart camera hub and see if it won't do anything. I think it might be Elgato. Great. This is just freaking perfect. Not having much luck here. Let's see. It's weird because my camera hub software is not picking up my video. I wonder, hold on a second. I wonder if this will work. Nope. No, that's not the one. Hey, look at that. I know what it is. I know it's the problem. Shit. This will be interesting. I've got an idea here, folks. So my Elgato camera hub locked up. That's the problem. But I can't figure out how to kill it because it's not showing up. So it's definitely Elgato. It's not OBS. So let me see if I can figure this out quick. Otherwise, we'll just use the other camera. Actually, we'll just use the other camera to begin with. Bear with me, folks. It'll only take me a second, I swear. I'm a trained professional. Bear with me. I got this backup plan. Freaking Elgato. That usually doesn't happen, which is I'm a little surprised. All right. Calling in emergency fixer team. Not bad, huh? Rickety tickety tock. All right. Booyah. Booyah, Grandpa. Look at this. Does it work? Oh, I got to get out of this mode, maybe. There we go. Little different look. But here we go. Magic behind the camera. Indeed. So we're off and running. I apologize. I'm not sure why that locked up or how it did. So, anyways, back to how, from the top. Let's start this segment over again, huh? Let's do RPG print news. That's hilarious. That one I did not fix. Anyways, here we go. Free League, the One Ring. So the pre-orders are live, and the release date is it August? Did they put it out? So this was a Kickstarter. It's now starting to come out. The general public can put in orders for. So it's the first, I think it's like the first big campaign for the One Ring and the Lord of the Rings role-playing, which is the 5e version. So you can check that out if you'd like. I have not played that game yet. I don't know why, but there you go. Let's go over to Ian World. Ian World Print News, not affiliated with Ian World or any of the sources mentioned in here, but go over and check them out. We appreciate all the hard work all these news sources put together and put out there. So the first one, Warhammer, The Winds of Magic, Warhammer Fantasy Roleplay, 4th edition, $50 each. Winds of Magic and Illustria. Next one, Delta Green, The Good Life, which I have not picked up yet. I don't know if I will. See, Delta Green's kind of a mixed bag. I want to get the hard copies, but the thing is if I get the hard copy too soon, they'll come out with a book with all of the compilation. So do you wait for the compilation, or that's kind of what I've been, kind of a pickle. Uh-oh, Jeff, what? You do? Oh, I might have to check it out then, Jeff. The Good Life. On behalf of the Center of the Missing Child, for the missing child from the labyrinth, the PCs investigate a wealthy Atlanta suburb where for decades its children have vanished. Withdrawn from school, never reported missing, but never seen again, and taken interest. But the gates are shut. There's a chunk missing from this text, this description. Anyways, moving on. Tide World of Mani, or Manai, by Silver Arm Press for Mothership. Hardcover supplement, $25 by Joel Hines and Silver Arm Press. A Revolution sandbox adventure module with inspiration drawn from Waterworld, Mad Max, historical revolutions, and modules like A Pound of Flesh. Mani is an ocean world ruled by an iron fist by the land barons, ancestral lords of the atoll. Next one, Nirvana on Fire. Is that what it is? Yes, it is. Expanded edition and a box set for Mothership. One is 18, one is 50. In this adventure, the PC crew faces off against a murderous AI that thinks itself a deity, while they also seek to unravel a DNA melting mystery that threatens to consume everything in its path. It's good stuff. Good stuff. Next one, Brain Exploder. Cog Eat Cog by Games Omnivorous. So these are for Brindlewood Bay or External Containment Bureau / corporate horror RPGs. Interesting. Brain Exploder is a system-agnostic module for use with weird small-town mystery RPGs. The PCs are employees of the sanitation department for classified pests. Think regular pest control, but the critters the DCs deal with talk, nest in the brains of other organisms to pass unseen, can digest anything from flesh to metal, and yearn for world domination. I got to incorporate some of these into my West Marches games. That's what I need to do. That's another topic of discussion. Like, we were talking about, so where was it? Artificial intelligence, the AI, right? Modern day. There are people that are talking about like an AI product or it's a feature. And when you try to make a product out of a feature, how does that work? And I think there is a component of that analog in role-playing games. Like, is it its own game or can it be a feature in another game? And I think that there's no wrong answer. I think it could be both, actually. Anyways, just spitballing here. Spitballing, folks. Cog Eat Cog is a system-agnostic module for use with modern-day corporate horror games, a satire of the corporate world and the wonders of capitalism. Hey-o. Can we just put out an RPG that just loves capitalism? Can we just do that? Like, just one game that's like, yes, eat, total capitalism. That's the theme. I guess it's Monopoly. It's a board game. Just kidding. Anyways, it's set in the headquarters of a major company where the PCs go to collect debts, broker a truce between rival corporate gangs, and outright steal the company's secrets. I think the companies and corps have gotten a lot of flack in the RPG space. Just saying. It's a good topic, Sean. Settings, classes, etc. Yeah, I think it is an interesting. Tad, I'd be interested if you bring it up in a seminar or one of your class lectures. Like, I mean, if you look at it and go, wow, because some say like Dropbox. Steve Jobs, I think Dropbox went to Steve Jobs to sell it to Apple, or there was a meeting, and Steve Jobs like, that's not a product, like, and then you risk some of the other companies, like perfect example, AI on its own, when a company can just like implement it into their current product set, like Google, for example, or Microsoft. So search is not just search crawled by web crawlers. Now it has an AI component. So do I have an incentive to go to ChatGPT directly for some of that information? Some would say yes, some would say no. But as a business specifically, like, how does that work? Like, can you monetize a feature? What some people would consider a feature. Anyways. That is print news. We gotta go to crowdfunding. Boy, man, that stupid pickup, the frickin' thing. Crowdfunding! Obviously, I didn't put the source on this screen. Oh, man, too funny. Too funny. All right. Let's get into crowdfunding. I didn't even move here. Ian World. So the crowdfunding campaigns are in the final days. You have mere minutes, seconds even, after you view this, if it's not live, to go in and get in on some of these campaigns. Just saying. So, hey, no pressure. I'd say Shadowdark is an RPG built around a feature. Well, so I want to get to the Ennies too, because I want to kind of bring some of that up a little bit. Would that be a Cano feature? I don't know, maybe. All right, let's get into this stuff. What is crowdfunding? Some of these we've gone over even in like the beginning stages, so they're probably not going to be a huge surprise, but maybe just a reminder. First one up, Planet of the Apes, official role-playing game, Magnetic Press. The most popular pledge, $112. Probably gets you a slew of stuff. Probably all the print and digital is my guess. You could get the primer at Drive-Thru RPG, just so you know. So if you're fans of that, it's also an updated version of the West End's Games D6 system. So if you like that system, you like Planet of the Apes. Two great tastes that go great together. There you go. And it's like $240,000. It's fully funded. Yeah, go Gadget. Castles and Crusades. Jeffrey. So this one is ending July 11th. So, okay, back up, Sean. This one ends Friday, July 12th, Planet of the Apes. Next one, Castles and Crusades, ending July 11th, Thursday. Core rulebooks and source books. Basically a relift. They call it Reforged. It's basically getting rid of all the OGL stuff. Most popular pledge, $175. Wow. There you go. CNC fans. $135,000. Doesn't say how many backers. So at $175, oh, sure. If you got some fanatic backers, man, you don't need a lot to hit a lot of money. I'm not doing the CNC. They're changing a ton. It's basically a second edition. I agree. I don't even... Are they changing? Yeah. Yeah, Blake. I imagine it's for the physical books. Like, it's... Who knows? Could be their, library. Who knows? Songs of the Cellbound Sea. It's a nautical adventure for 5e from So Many Robots. $25 for the PDF of the book. $61,000 at a $15K goal. 5e, man, you're still going to get these Kickstarters, crowdfunders, backer kidders that are they're just still going to go. Next one, Dr. Drolin's Dictionary of Dinosaurs. Say that really fast. It's for Pathfinder 2nd Edition, source book, 35 quid from Paleo Games. It's funded. I forgot to... This one ends July 14th. Shit, this one ends July 11th. Next one. Heroes of the Arena, dynamic TTRPG tournament games. When is the last time any of us played an arena game? Like an arena... We used to do that all the time, right, Jeff? Sit down. Well, we're kind of bored. Why don't we just... let's do arena fights. There you go, bringing it back, Jerry Joe Seltzer. This is for 5th edition and Pathfinder 2e. It's funded, $15K of a $3K goal. Gary's Appendix. Get it? Gary's Appendix. Issue 6 Dragons. RPG Ramblings Publishing. A full zine of Dragons for Old School Essentials, inspired by Gary Gygax's many AD&D books. The zine offers articles with titles like 5 Ways to Play the Dragon, Dragon Children of the Penitent Lich, and best title of them all, Dung and Dragons. Oh my God. Okay. My wife giving me a reminder. 6,000 of $1,000 goal. That's pretty good for a zine, right? For sure. Popular pledge is $16. Smurkborg went over this. It's the yellow version of Smurfs. It's the yellow meaner version of Smurfs. It's the Merkborg system. Funded 11,000 of a $2,300 goal. And then lastly, but not leastly, D&D 5th edition, advanced 5th edition by Ian World. This one ended July 4th, so this is done. 97,000 quid of a 5,000 quid goal, man. Jeez. Wow. Good for them. There you go. Yeah. Oh, Gary's Appendix. It's bursting with OSE content. Oh, hey, oh. Yeah. Yeah. So there we go. That's print news. Yo. Oh, and it's right at the hour. I don't know if we're going to have time to do EN World. Should we? I don't know. I don't know if we should. There's a lot of categories. Maybe next week? We could do next week. We'll do next week. EN World. We'll go through all the categories, make our picks. I tried to find a place online to do like a voting, put in the categories, put in the nominees, everybody votes. We could see how accurate we collectively come up with the winners for the Ennies. But those freaking applications are not cheap. Post the link, man. I will, dude. Hey, man. It's a lot. Voting is the 12th. Oh, it is? Well, voting's the 12th. You don't know the winners until later, right? That's okay. We could, people voted. It's fine. Is it? But it's open for a while, so you don't have to vote the 12th when it opens. BS or any bennies. Oh boy. Like a BS or Ennies. Could you do it on a SurveyMonkey? They have a free option, or a Google Sheets form. I could, but it doesn't. The presentation isn't great. I would rather have a live window that shows the tallies. Using Discord and emoticons. Come on, guys. Come on. We got to do this thing somewhat, not, something okay, good. I really wanted to put that PowerPoint up and the people vote and all that stuff, right? Just kind of bar graph, total votes, Discord, emoticons. I mean, we could do that just as a shits and giggles. I don't know. It's not ideal. It's not ideal. That's all right though. We'll do it next week because I don't want to spend the next hour doing it. But if you're interested, the Ennies, where's the link? I'll you guys can it'll even give you time to look at it actually. If that's something you want to do. Otherwise, show up and we'll mention it. There's the Ennies. Link to the Ennies in the chat. Hey, Ron, cheap con. Flashy, expensive. Not expensive. Well, that's true. But you can still run it really well oiled. They could have Ennies creator debate where they both show why they shouldn't get our vote. Hashtag too soon. It's just the award shows are such a mixed bag. They get such flack sometimes. Even the folks that bang on the Ennies, if they were nominated for one, that would be cool, is to get somebody that's on a podcast that bangs on the Ennies one year, and then they get nominated for one, and then see how their opinion changes. I would be that guy. Here we go. Stupid thing is not even fixed. The Ennies suck. Hey, go vote for us. Hey, we won a silver. Hey, we won a gold. They're great. Like I said, it is interesting to see the different games. You could actually look at the submissions, like the 2024 submissions. I don't know if they listed those ever before. I don't know. Maybe it's just something I missed. But there's literally like the amount, like at the top of the website, 2024 submissions, and you can see all of them. And you could do it by, you could sort by the category. So you'd sort by streaming content and see if your stream got nominated. And I don't happen to see this up there. So, you know, what are you going to do? Oh, man. We're gamers. We got to do it as janky as possible. I didn't want to say it, Victor. Kahoot? All right, I will look at Kahoot. I'll write it down right now. Write that down. Kahoot. I don't even have a problem paying for it for like 1 or 2 time use, but usually it's like 1 month, $500. Like, what? BS or any? The bullshitties. The bullshitties. I think there have been a couple of podcasts in that position years ago. So can someone explain what the category long form versus short form actually means? There was a definition of some of these categories at one point. I don't know. FAQ maybe? Additional FAQ categories. Here we go. I can explain it to you, Orcus Dorcas. Short form. Best adventure short form. Okay. Awarded for a product that is primarily an adventure. Adventure ideas or seeds that are intended to be completed in 1 to 2 sessions. Best adventure long form. Awarded for a product that is primarily an adventure ideas or seeds that are intended to be completed in 3+ sessions. This also includes compendiums of adventures. You're welcome. So there you go. I think that's the only category that has short form, long form, right? Yeah, it's that easy. It's that easy. All right, let's take off hosers. Let's see here. This stupid thing. This is hilarious. Oh my God. I want to thank all of these folks, as you could tell by my facial expression, that I want to thank all these folks for helping me with this stream and supporting me financially. These are some of my patrons. Thank you so much for being here and contributing a monthly tithe, if you will, to helping me produce the show. And I think this, image kind of, sums things up on my end, actually. I knew you guys would find that amusing. But I wanted to also thank each and every one of you for showing up on this Saturday morning. I stream every Saturday, 8 a.m. Central Time here, talk about RPGs and what's going on, mostly about releases and crowdfundings and bundles and things of that nature. But I really appreciate seeing each and every one of you on this U.S. holiday weekend, because you could be outside blowing your hands off and fingers and things of that nature. So you've chosen the safer path in life. Hey, so we appreciate that. And thank you all for being in the chat. So go out, game, take some time to yourself, be a positive force in the tabletop role-playing game hobby, and we'll see you on the next one. See ya.